here is an interesting moment in the debate, and it kind of, to me, sums everything up about Kamala Harris, and how, you know, how she much ado about nothing. She talks and talks and says nothing. Watch.
When it comes to the economy, do you believe Americans are better off than they were 4 years ago?
So I was raised as a middle-class kid, and I am actually the only person on this stage who has a plan that is about lifting up the middle class and working people of America. I believe in the ambition, the aspirations, the dreams of the American people. And that is why I imagine and have actually a plan to build what I call an opportunity economy. Because here's the thing. We know that we have a shortage of homes and housing, and the cost of housing is too expensive for far too many people. We know that young families need support to raise their children, and I intend on extending a tax cut for those families of $6,000, which is the largest child tax credit that we have given in a long time, so that those young families can afford to buy a crib, buy a car seat, buy clothes for their children. My passion, one of them, is small businesses. My mother raised my sister and me, but there was a woman who helped raise us. We call her our second mother. She was a small business owner. I love our small businesses. My plan is to give a $50,000 tax deduction to start up small businesses, knowing they are part of the backbone of America's economy. With COVID, he actually thanked President Xi for what he did during COVID. Look at his tweet. Thank you, President Xi, exclamation point, when we know that Xi was responsible for lacking and not giving us transparency about the origins of COVID.
President Trump, I'll let you respond.
First of all, they bought their chips from Taiwan. We hardly make chips anymore because of philosophies like they have and policies like they have. I don't say her because she has no policy. Everything that she believed 3 years ago and 4 years ago is out the window. She's going to my philosophy now. In fact, I was going to send her a MAGA hat. She's gone to my philosophy.
I like that she laughed because
It was funny.
it was funny.
I liked when he said her policies are 4 words: run, spot, run.
Listen, we all know I voted for Obama. I would have voted for Clinton one term, but I cannot vote for her. There's absolutely, she didn't answer anything. They asked her if she would abort a baby at 9 months. She didn't answer it, which was the biggest thing. She didn't answer it.
Well, today she was at the National Association of Black Journalists, the same one that we talked about some time ago with Trump. And the first question is, are people better off than they were 4 years ago? And she went right into it again, and they pressed her a little bit. It was interesting. And then they asked her about the Israel-Hamas war, and they asked about Palestine and Gaza, and she was trying to skirt around the question, and they were pressing her about her support for Israel, and she was trying very hard to have it both ways. And they I'm not going to say they called her on it, but they pushed her a lot, and you could see she was getting pissed. And then they talked about guns and her plan for gun control, and she started with the old bans assault weapons, background checks. And the reporter said, no, people are dying more from handguns than they are from assault rifles. And what are you going to do about that? And she went into a whole thing about flea market gunshot. And the reporter said, excuse me, they're not buying these guns legally.
No, they're ghost guns.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Tougher criminal system. That's what it needs to be. That's it. Once you get caught with a gun, mandatory 10 years.
Yeah. Well, Lucille says Trump won with the last comment, had years to do something. You're right. But Lucille, how many people watched for that long? I'm going to say few. I think Howard is booing that you voted for Obama and you would have voted for Clinton. Kamala cut and pasted Joe's policies.
All right, Judgy.
Listen, the one thing about this show is you're going to get honest to God truth from us. You're not going to get BS. You're not going to get spin. You're going to get real, commentary from real people who have evolved over time, have changed, and we've always said it's not Republicans versus Democrats because both
person.
of them, right?
No. I wouldn't have. I hated Mitt Romney when he ran. I would not vote for him.
Yep. Lucille says non-answers again today. Yes, exactly. Politics is the practice of projecting power to a persuasion, and so is marketing, and it's the same thing. Kamala isn't persuading anyone. Yeah, I agree with that. She apparently she lost ground after the debate, especially in Pennsylvania. So that's interesting. She's losing ground continually amongst Black men. That's interesting. She's got a lot of work to do. So, but so does he. So does he. I mean, the thing is that people have his record, and they know how they were 4 years ago as compared to now. It's a matter of, are they going to get out to vote? They had Jane Fonda going door to door in Pennsylvania. Jane Fonda.
Who did?
The Democrat. She was going door to door in Pennsylvania.
She's still alive?
She is.